Ladies and gentlemen, good to see a full house of families and children. This is a great day. This is the swearing-in day. This is the end of the campaign, which we all celebrate, and the beginning of the process where we kind of put the city back together again, and understanding that political campaigns kind of put a strain on friendships sometimes, and this is the night where we begin to heal that back up and get back about the business of running this city. So we appreciate all the families being here. Y'all look great. It's a proud moment for all of us and a solemn moment as the new commissioners and the new mayor will take an oath to support and defend this city, a very solemn oath, and begin a new career for a couple of them in service to the city of Newberry. So thank you all for being here to witness this. It is April 12th, 2017, and this is a special city commission meeting for the purpose of swearing in. We'll begin with the invocation. Well, I don't think we'll do an invocation because we don't have a pastor here. We'll just start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and then a presentation to myself, which is, I have no idea what, but I assume that somebody has something. And then we'll have the results of the election. We'll certify the ballots. We do have a quorum to do that tonight. Swearing in of the, we're going to reverse the order of this. We're going to swear in first Commissioner Marden, and then Commissioner Glanzer, and then Mayor Marlowe. And then and Mayor Marlowe will conduct the rest of the meeting from item 5 on down. He will chair as we elect a chairman pro tem and an alternate chairman pro tem, and adjournment, and I assume followed by photo opportunities. And I ask all of you to stay around for a few minutes and give photographers and a chance to get a picture of the new commissioners with and the new mayor with their families and friends. So anyway, do I have a motion to accept the agenda? Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion or changes? Anybody in the audience have any changes to the agenda? And all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries unanimous. Okay, if you'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Manager?
Mr. Mayor, I'll handle this presentation, but I'm going to move down to the podium. So
okay. You want me to move down there or stay here? Okay. Yeah, wake me up if... Oh. Jordan, before you start, I would like to recognize a guest, Jacob Williams, who is the CEO and General Manager of FMPA. He made the trip from Orlando to be with us today. I'd like to welcome him, and do appreciate you being here, Jacob. Thanks. It means a lot to me.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate everybody coming. And I apologize that my voice is going out. I've been trying to get over a cold here for a while, but I did want to take a moment tonight and just say a couple comments about Bill Conrad. It was about 9 years ago that Bill called me on the phone to congratulate me for being chosen as the Teacher of the Year over at the high school. And we had never been formally introduced. We had no personal connection to each other. And when we hung up the phone, I remember being so impressed and touched that a commissioner would take the time out of his day to personally call somebody that he didn't know, to reach out to someone to simply say thank you for serving your community, for representing Newberry. And it was such a nice small town touch from a big city guy. And it confirmed to me why I wanted to live and work in Newberry. Well, through the years, I've come to see that my introduction to Bill was shared by many. And that story of how we met captures who Bill is and how he approached the job as commissioner and then as the mayor. It was through personal connections, individual gestures of kindness, consideration, and a sincere appreciation for others who are also dedicating their time to serve in Newberry. Now, tonight, I'm not going to run down the list of every board that Bill has sat on, every committee that he sat on, It's a long list. We all appreciate the tediousness of that type of service. He's given over a decade of his time to the city of Newberry. That's time away from his wife, Martha. That's time away from his kids and grandkids. That's no small sacrifice, and in no way do I want to downplay those services to our community. But it would take us the rest of the night to run down that list. And we can read about all those things online anyway. Instead, what I'd like to do is take this moment to share with you some of the things that Bill has done for this city that can't be found in his bio. As most of you have personally experienced from me, I'm often asking for money. Various of you have had that experience. In 11 years of teaching, I've asked for help to get students everything from a prom dress to a graduation gown. As I stand here before you all, I want you to know that Bill and Martha have never once turned me down. Their generosity is boundless, and more often than not, it was anonymous. Now, I promised to keep their secret when they asked not to be mentioned, but tonight I'm going to fudge that promise just a little bit, I can't begin to tell you the number of students who were able, with Bill and Martha's help, to attend school functions, to have high school experiences that they would have otherwise missed out on. The memories that Bill and Martha made happen for students that they didn't even know, the smiles and laughter, that's now part of your legacy for this community. And that is what I am. Out of all of the reasons that we have in this town to be grateful for your presence, your family's presence, that's what I'm most grateful for you too. Now, I know that you don't know the faces of most of those students because you usually didn't even ask who it was for. You just said yes. But I wanted tonight, on behalf of each and every one of those students, to say thank you. I think that each of us up here, I believe, we really want to achieve the same thing. We want to leave Newberry just a little bit better than when we found it. And you, sir, can walk out of here tonight knowing that you've accomplished that goal. When you look around this city, there's not many places that you look that where you don't see your hand. In your time here, Newberry has built 2 multi-million-dollar sports facilities. Newberry has one of the only Olympic archery training facilities in the country. We've made Newberry one of the fastest growing communities in the state. The scale of the accomplishments that you have been a part of and then led us towards is truly astounding. It's enough to make anyone proud, and I hope that you take that pride with you into whatever it is that you decide to do next. Finally, there are a lot of reasons that people become politicians. Some are arrogant, they think they know everything. Some are power hungry, others are in it for personal gain. But every once in a while, someone actually does this job for the simple joy of serving others and helping their fellow man. And I believe that Bill has served this town and this community out of a sincere wish to serve his fellow man. But I know through personal experience that this job is a family commitment. So I also want to take tonight, not just to thank Bill, but I want to thank his family. For a decade, Martha, you and your children have shared Bill with us. We've taken him out of your home, away from your dinner table. We've used him and abused him, and you have allowed him to come back to us. So your sacrifice has not gone unnoticed, and we appreciate you. So finally, for tonight, but certainly not for the last time, on behalf of the entire city of Newberry, it is my great honor to express to you and your family our eternal gratitude and to present you with this proclamation that I will now read into the record. Service which is rendered without joy helps neither the servant nor the served, but all other pleasures and possessions pale into nothingness before service which is rendered in a spirit of joy. Gandhi. Whereas William H. Conrad, ardent husband to his lovely wife Martha, dedicated father to his children Brian and Annie, and dedicated grandfather of Henry, Emmeline, Conrad, Adeline, Esther, and Aubrey. And whereas William H. Conrad moved to Newberry after serving our country from 1972 to 2000 in the United States Air Force, and whereas William H. Conrad was elected to the City Commission in 2006, having been sworn in by City Clerk Gail B. Pons, and was successfully re-elected in 2009. He was elected as mayor in 2011 and consequently re-elected in 2013 and 2015. And whereas William H. Conrad understood the necessity of providing affordable and reliable utility services to the community, he attended Florida Municipal Power Agency's meetings. He was a founding member of the FMPA's Policymaker Liaisons Committee in 2008 and officially joined the board in 2009. Mayor Conrad was elected FMPA's treasurer in 2012 and chairman of the board of directors in 2013. And whereas William H. Conrad was appointed to the American Public Power Association Policymakers Council in 2010 and met with members of the United States Senate and House to help advocate on issues of importance to public power. And whereas, as mayor, William H. Conrad worked with the University of Florida and Santa Fe College on a multitude of projects, representing Newberry at hundreds of events, ribbon cuttings, groundbreaking events, Relay for Life, and many church service projects for families in need. And whereas William H. Conrad displays the true heart of a public servant, spending countless hours working to make Newberry a better place to live. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Jordan Marlowe, mayor of the city of Newberry, almost, Florida, recognize William H. Conrad for his 10 years of service to the citizens of Newberry, and as a commissioner and as our mayor, and his commitment to public service. Well done, Mayor Conrad, and thank you for leading this community and making it a wonderful place to live and raise a family. If you would join me here, it would be an honor to present you we have the ceremonial gavel. I think you should pass this. We appreciate it.
You get the old worn out one.
Right. Well done, sir. We do appreciate it.
And I'll just kind of made my goodbye speech at the last meetings. Tonight is Jordan's night, so I won't go through it all again. But I do appreciate y'all being here. It's been a pleasure to serve this wonderful city in the last 10 years. It's been a pleasure getting to know all of you, and for those of you who grew up in Newberry, we appreciate, my family appreciates you welcoming us into your family and making us feel like we're part of the Newberry community and part of the Newberry family. And I think that's what's made Newberry a great city, and thank you, Conrad. and it's made us one of the fastest growing cities in the state of Florida. It's a great place to live and raise your family. Thank you very much. I'm going to enjoy retirement, and I definitely will be watching on YouTube as Jordan leads this forward. I think you've made a great selection of Jordan Marlowe as the new mayor. He'll do a wonderful job, and I'm behind him 100%. So thank you very much.
Mr. Mayor, if you would indulge, I'd like to have one guest speaker come up.
Okay.
So if we could have a little break in the agenda. Jacob Williams with the Florida Municipal Power Agency would like to speak.
Oh,
Well, Bill, thanks for recognizing me. It's my honor to be here to recognize you. That's what this night's all about.
okay.
And then
It's a surprise to me. I thought you just wandered in.
and also to congratulate Jordan on becoming the mayor-elect and soon to be the mayor. Just a few quick comments. I don't want to make the night long. Bill, your presence at FMPA has been well noted and a wonderful thing. As Jordan, you went through, Bill came on to the city in 2006, and I think shortly thereafter you started showing up at FMPA meetings trying to understand what was going on, and most importantly trying to figure out how could we get low-cost power for our communities. And that led you ultimately to going on the board in 2009. And what Jordan didn't mention is Bill is only the second chairman of the agency who was an elected official. All the other officials who have been chairman of the FMPA have all been usually utility employees or city employees in that, and Bill was the first elected official, or the second one to be the chairman of the board, and served since 2013 through today. And he's a valuable member because when he goes and speaks not only in the state but at the federal government, when we go meet with Congress and that, it's elected official talking to elected official, which has been great. What I appreciate most about Bill is his straightforward way and the way really he and Mike fight for what's right for customers and what's right to provide, as you mentioned, affordable services, good services, in this case electricity in our case. And Bill has done that well, even most recently in the last several months, some things that they were fighting for and did a wonderful job on. I will note that And the reason for doing that is because electricity prices matter to all of you. You know, you live in Florida. Heaven forbid you got to have air conditioning, right? And Bill and Mike do that. And Bill's effort in that is going to be highlighted in this annual report that's coming out, which will be out. Unfortunately, we don't have it tonight, but one of Newberry's citizens is going to be highlighted as part of the reason that you do what we do here is to provide affordable electricity, and that for a third of the Floridians, 10% of their disposable income goes to pay the electric bill. So low-cost services, good services mean something to everyone. And Bill, you've done a great job in highlighting that and fighting for that, and I've appreciated that. And he's done a great job in leading FMPA over the last several years. And he picked up the phone and called me about 10 months ago and asked me to come down here, and it's been a wonderful experience. So, Bill, congratulations, and now take care of the grandkids and enjoy that time. So, thank you.
Thanks, Jake.
One more indulgence, if you please.
I only got another few minutes here. Run with it.
I agree with Jacob that tonight is about our recently elected officials, and we had planned a send-off for you. And we all know that Mike New can be long-winded when he gets in front of a microphone. So I am going to put my long-winded stuff away, because Jordan covered very eloquently very much of that, and just like to share to me the bottom line is that you've been more than a boss. You are definitely a mentor, and in life you have very few mentors, but I've come to admire you as a mentor. I count you an accomplice in crime. Jacob can attest to that. We've had some adventures in the short 3 years that I've been here where we've gone out. You are a true public servant. You have the heart of a public service. As Jordan, you do it for all the right reasons, and I admire you all the more. And I've come to count you as a friend, and friendships don't end when elected terms do. So I count us friends for life, and I just thank you for your warmth and for your guidance and for all that you've done for me and for Newberry.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. Okay, appreciate all the good words. It's been a sad day for me in a way. Martha will tell you, but it really makes me feel better to hear all the nice comments that y'all have made. Okay, so the next item on the ballot is the results of the election and certification of ballots. Judy, would you like me to read the numbers? Yeah. Okay. For Group 5, David Amerio Jr., 69 votes with Group 4. I don't know how to read those Roman numbers. 69 votes, 9%. Judy Hassan Lewis, 230 votes, 34%. Scott Mongen, 42 votes, 6%. And Tim Marden, 352 votes, 51% of the electorate. A total of 693 votes were cast. So congratulations to Tim Marden. Commissioner Group 5, Joy Glanzer, 362 votes, 52% of the electorate. And Kathy Thomas, 335 votes for 48%, for a total of 697 votes. And on the referendum on tax rebates, 461 votes yes, 74%, and 160 votes no, 26%, for a total of 621 votes. And the total turnout was 17%. So do I have a motion from the one of the commissioners to certify the ballots? Second. I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? I'd just like to say that Judy and the election team, that y'all did a fantastic job. Jordan and I got to see some of the insider things that you do this time as part of the canvassing committee, the certification of those machines, and the meticulous detail that you go through to make sure that we get an accurate count. And I know it's very stressful for you. It's 90 days of campaigning and qualifying and electing and the absentee ballots and setting up the election and training for your team and treasury reports, endless biweekly treasury reports, and my gosh, what a job you have done. and it was done flawlessly, and we appreciate everything you and your team have done. I don't know if is Megan here today, but your partner in crime, Megan Lane, did a wonderful job too, keeping all of us in line and keeping us where we should be and where we shouldn't be. But yeah, but anyway, are there any other comments about the balloting and election? There being none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say no. The ballot is certified. Okay, now we're going to swear in 2 commissioners and a mayor, and we will begin with Commissioner Marden. And Judy, are you going to meet up at the podium with them? Okay. And will Commissioner Marden's family like to come up with him?
I solemnly swear that I am a citizen of the United States
and a resident of the state of Florida
and a resident of the state of Florida
and of the city of Newberry, Florida
and have all the qualifications as required
by the charter for the office or position
by the charter of the office and position
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter,
That I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the state of Florida,
the Constitution of the state of Florida,
and the laws and ordinances of the city of Newberry.
and the laws and ordinances of the city of Newberry,
That I will faithfully perform the duties of the office
upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Commissioner Marden.
Thank you. I just had a couple of words. I think today is a great day, and I certainly wanted to thank all of the voters and, of course, my family for allowing me to do something that I thoroughly enjoy. Being a commissioner is an investment of time and energy, but is totally worth it, and I wouldn't change it for a thing. The only place that I want to be is right here, right now. Today is a new day, as Bill had mentioned, and we move from an election cycle into kind of a work cycle. And making Newberry the best that it can be will be an ongoing initiative. And this type of initiative works better and faster the more people who get involved in our city. If you can volunteer with your church, be a recreation coach, maybe a Relay for Life captain, or just help clean up and do some sort of beautification project. We all have talents that we can share, and we can all learn from each other. Recently, we've had a lot of opportunity to talk about growth on the campaign trail, and I've thought a lot about it. And I've been thinking about the growth of Newberry's population alone has been almost 10% over the last year. I've thought about the growth of our schools, which are busting at the seams, the growth of our farms, our sports programs, and most importantly, our families. And I think in some respects, this is actually probably one of the greatest compliments that we can have as a city, that people want to come here and live. So in closing, at some point, it just kind of hit me that great things grow in Newberry. Thank you.
Okay. Joy Glanzer and family will approach the podium, and Judy will swear you in.
Oh, sure. Lucy can hold it. Did you hold this for me? Okay. Oh, the wood is mine. Right arm.
Right.
Okay. Hang on, it's everybody. Okay. Yes, right.
I do solemnly swear that I am a citizen of the United States
I do solemnly swear that I am a citizen of the United States
and a resident of the state of Florida
and a resident of the state of Florida
and the city of Newberry, Florida,
and have all of the qualifications as required
and have all of the qualifications as required
by the charter for the office or position
by the charter for the office or position
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter,
That I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the state of Florida,
the Constitution of the state of Florida,
and the laws and ordinances of the city of Newberry.
and the laws and ordinances of the city of Newberry,
That I will faithfully perform the duties of the office
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Hi, Danny. Thank you so much. And, I would be remiss. My husband has stayed in the background through this whole campaign to give me the space and, that I needed. But his picture's right there. He served 23 years, 18 as commissioner and 5 as mayor, and he was my mentor. And I'm very proud of him, and I'm very proud of this city and the way you've supported our family, and it's just a wonderful place to live, and I thank you all, and I look forward to serving you. I'll be working hard. Thank you so much, and thank you. I look forward to serving with you. Oh. Thank you.
A little gift from
Thank you.
Martha and myself.
Oh.
Martha does embroidery, so you can figure it
Oh.
City of Newberry shirt that says Joy Glanzer,
Oh.
City Commissioner.
Thank you very much.
We'll wear it
Thank
tomorrow.
you, Bill, very much. Thank you very much.
And now Commissioner Marlowe and his family will...
Joy, you guys sit up here now.
Yeah, you don't get no time off.
I do solemnly swear that I am a citizen of the United States
And a resident of the state of Florida
and a resident of the state of Florida
and of the city of Newberry, Florida,
and of the city of Newberry, Florida,
and have all of the qualifications as required
and have all of the qualifications that are required
by the charter for the office or position
by the charter for the office or position
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States,
That I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the state of Florida,
the Constitution of the state of Florida,
and the laws and ordinances of the city of Newberry.
and the laws and ordinances of the city of Newberry.
That I will faithfully perform the duties of the office
That I will faithfully perform the duties of the office
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Uh-oh. There we go. Thank you. I won't I won't hold. I'm gonna hold that one second. I won't hold up the proceedings for very long. I've spoken enough tonight, but I did want to thank my family for coming tonight. I wanted to thank everybody for showing up. I want to thank everybody who showed up to vote yesterday. I particularly want to thank my aunt. She brought, this is my grandmother's Bible. I'm the fourth generation Newberry, and my family, my children are the fifth generation. Newberry is me, and I am Newberry. There's no other place that I'm going to go. There's no other place that I want to be. My life is this town. I've dedicated everything that I have to the children of this town, to the town itself, and I love the successes that I've been privileged to be a part with the commission up here. I look forward to the transition to a new role. I especially have to thank my wife, who gives up countless hours. People ask me, how do I do it? And there she sits. So thank you. I have to move this down just a little bit. Okay, we have two other items on the agenda tonight. First, we need to elect a chairperson pro tem. Do I hear a nomination from the commission?
I nominate Tim Marden.
I hear a nomination and a second. Is there any other nominations to be heard? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Tim as our pro tem, unanimous. You are not allowed to vote against. Sorry. Moving on then. Do we need a... No. Elect the alternate chairperson pro tem. Do I hear Commissioner Coleman? He did his homework last night. He's on it.
This is how you avoid becoming that person, by making the motions.
Mr. Mayor, I nominate Monty Farnsworth.
I hear nominations for Monty Farnsworth. And a second. All right, I have a nomination and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, unanimous. Congratulations, Commissioner Farnsworth. All right, before we move to adjourn, all of these meetings are participatory meetings. We would certainly welcome anyone who has a final comment to make a final comment before we adjourn.
We have one announcement.
Announcement.
Tuesday night at 6 p.m. we have a workshop, commission workshop. It is voluntary. It is City of Newberry 101. It's an introductory class for new commissioners. So we certainly all are welcome to attend, but it's about a 4-hour meeting. City Attorney's Office has agreed to provide pizza, so we welcome the public, and we're going to try to give the basics of how city's organization operates as a business unit to help folks get up to speed.
I look forward to it. I hear there's a whole section just on mayoral duty, so I'll I'll try to learn.
That's 3 hours out of the 4-hour presentation.
Any other announcements or comments before we adjourn? Hearing none, we are adjourned.